So we're going to do a system schema, a relatively simple one. This is one you begin with. It's a book resting motionless on a flat surface. So the book is our object of focus, so that's going to be boxed. And there's two other things. The first thing in the system we're going to get to is EE. That's going to be the gravity caused by the entirety of Earth. And we've got to remember that affects everything in our system. The other thing is going to be our flat surface. I'm going to use T to represent table. Okay, gravity affects both, so we're going to do a segmented line going to both. Make sure it goes into the system. And that's going to be represented by FG. And you're going to want to make sure to make it go both ways, your arrows. The last thing is the normal force. It's equal opposite for the book and G. Again, make sure that goes all the way in. And that is going to be symbolized by F subscript M.
In this situation, we're going to have a hand pushing a book across a table. And you're going to set it up pretty much the same way you did the last time, where you have the book as your system, and you square that. Then you have the table, entire Earth, because gravity affects everything. And then you're also going to include the hand this time. So the hand and the book, they both have a normal force on each other, so I'll do that, Fn. Then for the book and the table, you're going to have also normal force like last time, but also force of friction since it's now in motion.
Ooh, Mr. Ethan, don't forget to make sure that your thing extends all the way into the system.
That's very right, Lonnie. So we're going to include this into the square. And then you include force of gravity on all of it because gravity's on it. And that will also be epsilon. Okay, and that's how you do problems that are pushing an object on a flat surface.
Okay, so this one's a little different. We're going to introduce a new force, which we'll get to in a second. So a lamp hangs from the ceiling. So as usual, we'll start with the lamp, which is our object of focus. All right, box as usual. Again, EE is going to be in this one because we on Earth. It's giving gravity to everything. And yeah, then we have the ceiling. Okay. So start off with the obvious, gravity, everything. Again, make sure it goes into the system. And then the new one is the tension force. And the ceiling is putting a tension force on this lamp right here. And that's going to be represented with F subscript T, force tension. Go.
Okay, so in this situation, you start off doing the system schema as a whole. So we have a still elevator, a man inside the elevator, being hung by a string, obviously. So do line circle, then you get E, elevator, then second circle, M, man, and they're both going to have a normal force on each other. Then you're going to have rope right here, and that's going to be force tension since it's a string and they all have force tension.
Mr. Ethan, aren't you supposed to box your system?
That's very right. So we're going to box our system and include that there. Then you're going to have the entire Earth for gravity. And that's going to affect everything since it's gravity. And that's also FG. this is the system schema of it as a whole. Then you want to break it up into like individual components. So we'll start off with the elevator. So when you break it up into components, you only do what's touching that component. So with the elevator, you include all of that. So you have E for elevator, boxes. It's going to have a normal force on the man. It's going to have force tension on the rope. And then entire Earth. And gravity is going to affect everything. Okay, and this is the system schema for the elevator. Now we're going to do the system schema for the man. So, I'm right here. It's going to have a normal force with the elevator and gravity. Oh, and don't forget the box. And you don't include a force tension or the rope here because the man is not directly touching it, whereas the elevator was. And that's how you do a system schema for this problem.
Now we're going to let you guys try one on your own. This is going to combine a few of the forces we learned today. Take a moment to determine what the system is focused on and then what's immediately touching that first. Pause the video and give it a try. See what kind of schema you come up with.